John Fisher is utterly shameless. Dave Cavill is utterly shameless. These are the kind of guys who would drown your kid in a puddle and call it a swimming lesson. To our friends at the Last Dive Bar and the Oakland 68s, who have been trying so hard to maintain a positive outlook for, the A's and that situation, like we officially now have an expiration date. Like the last A's game officially now at the Coliseum is going to be on September 26th, 2024, as they wrap up a 3-game series with the Texas Rangers. So that's going to be the last ever A's game at the Coliseum. And it sucks. I mean, it just sucks. And it was all so avoidable, starting with one easy step in process. Had the A's been sold to anyone other than John Fisher on planet Earth, none of this is happening. None of this is happening. Anyone who had a sense of loyalty to the Bay, who wanted to be a reason that Oakland was getting better, not getting worse, John Fisher had a chance to be a savior. John Fisher had a chance to go down as a hero in the history of Oakland, as the man who saw the A's through other teams leaving the market, but he stayed rooted to Oakland. Like, there was such an opportunity for him to be a hero. And not only did he not take it, he didn't even recognize it. And even if someone had explained it to him, he just wasn't interested. This is all about his own personal profitability. And a man who has done and accomplished nothing can now say that, I've accomplished this? The A's have accomplished a relocation that is still years away from being complete through their own designed negligence and an intentional sabotage of any and all business models that could have made any of this work. They've done it intentionally. And to let you know what real scumbags we're dealing with here, and I'm talking about Dave Cavill and John Fisher. How about this? One of the guys who I've been following for years and has followed me and I've DM'd is a member of the A's grounds crew. Guess how they found out that their work was going to last one more year and then good luck to all of you? The Coliseum grounds crew found out about the relocation to Sacramento on Twitter. Same place you and I did. A's team employees weren't even given the respect of getting to know about this behind closed doors before it went public. If that isn't just a slap in the face to the people who are out there working for you and trying to make you look as good as possible in a bad situation, I will say this: the A's outfield and infield, for everything that has ever happened in that Coliseum, that's one of the greatest grounds crews that has ever been assembled. What they do is the Lord's work. I mean, I'm talking going back to the days where they split a field with the Raiders. The A's grounds crew is the best grounds crew in American sports. And today, all of them found out you have one more year here at the Coliseum before you're just, unemployed or trying to catch on somewhere else or what? I mean, it's just such a terrible way to treat people. But treating people has never been even on the list of priorities for the A's. It's not about treating people. It's about using people. It's about taking advantage of desperate situations for the benefit of a billionaire who, if he were ever, kicked out of the room of wealth and said, go make it on your own, would be living under a highway overpass in short time. John Fisher is incapable of success if he were the one who had to generate it without his daddy's money backing him up. There's no shaming the shameless. And John Fisher is utterly shameless. Dave Cavill is utterly shameless. These are the kind of guys who would drown your kid in a puddle and call it a swimming lesson. They're just awful to everyone that they meet and work with. You spend any amount of time around these guys, the hair on the back of your neck is going to start to stand up because you're just going to be like, these are not good guys. It was so preventable. There are so many solutions. There's still so many solutions that could be implemented, but you have an owner just doesn't want to try. Never, ever, I think, spent a day trying to solve this problem with Oakland being in the center of that solution. And for the uninformed, angry Twitter assholes who want to say, well, you blame Oakland, the Raiders left. Well, a big reason why the Raiders left is because John Fisher squatted on the Coliseum saying, we're the forever tenant, not them. And so Mark Davis, got so much money from the state of Nevada that he had to take it. Plus, he was just stuck at the Coliseum because of the A's. It's gross to see the opportunities squandered to have really been the team that propped up the city of Oakland. But that would have taken work, some know-how, and some caring. And John Fisher has none of those three. Thanks for watching. Tune into the Damon Bruce Show live on YouTube every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.